Hey guys, this is my theater reaction for Mufasa, the Lion King, a new Disney CGI film directed by Barry Jenkins, not that it matters. And this is pretty much the origin story of Mufasa, or at least this iteration of Mufasa. So I am a huge fan of the original 1994 Lion King. It's one of those animated films from my childhood that I watched all the time on repeat. I was also a pretty big fan of the VOD sequels, Simba's Pride and Lion King 1.5, very fun movies. I was not a fan of the 2019 remake. It was not good or better in any way. Matter of fact, it was worse in every conceivable way, in my opinion. But it made, billion plus dollars, and so Disney went ahead and said, like, all right, well, we need to make more of these. And so they made this movie. I will say this, to be positive at the top, I appreciate the effort to tell a new story and not just repeat the same things. Now, the execution of the story and some of the characters, that's another matter for discussion. But I'm like, you know what? At least this is something different. And, hopefully there'll be some unexpected things, right? So there is that. There's a mystery to it, right? And I guess, and the other thing is, even though I'm not the biggest fan of this style of CGI animation, like, unlike the 2019 film where, like, so many of the characters had, like, no expressions because they were photorealistic, here they're more anthropomorphic. Here they actually emote a lot more. They're a lot more exaggerated. And so that helps in a number of scenes. Outside of that, this is just more, Disney CGI slop. So many of the characters and interactions, there's just such a lack of chemistry between all of them. The story, which, a big part of the story is, the finding of a new kingdom, but also the relationship between Mufasa and Scar, Mufasa and Taka in this case. And I just felt like they fumbled the ball in a major way with that. Like, Taka or Scar, he does a complete 180. At one moment he's like, I love my brother, and the next moment, his turn is like, all right, how can I plot, the death of my brother and end his bloodline? Very, very sloppy. And most surprisingly, the songs in the movie, while not bad, they're just not really memorable all that much. They just really didn't stand out. And again, when you compare it to the music from the original, it would be the score of the songs. It's difficult, but it's like, yeah, nothing in here like really like captivated me. And that's probably the biggest disappointment of the movie, because it's written by, the music's written by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And, he was working on this film, so he wasn't able to do Moana 2. Now, the music on this, in this movie is not Moana 2 like level. Moana 2's music was terrible, aside from the Bat Lady. But yeah, it just didn't really work. So yeah, another disappointment. Not as, I guess, perhaps not as bad as the 2019 film. But if you didn't like that one, I doubt you'll like this. I certainly really didn't like it. But that's my general thoughts right now. Say more in my review. But let me know in the comments below what you thought of the film, and I'll see you next time.